Hi guys, thanks for coming back to another video. I appreciate y'all coming back. I've got um, I've got a lot of information I just want to throw out there to you. Some of it is things that the Lord has been bringing back to my remembrance. Some of it is what He's been leading me to and studying. There's been a lot of things that He has shown me several years ago that seems to be coming back in front of us at this time. And so I want to kind of just bring all of that to you. They are little tidbits and pieces and different things that may be, excuse me, connecting with some of the information that you have. So I'm going to go ahead and put it all out there. So, guys, I need to apologize right off the bat. I am not feeling well. If my voice is going in and out, or if I have a coughing fit, I just need to apologize in advance. Okay, so let's talk about the message that the Lord gave me on September the 11th. And the only reason why I'm pulling it up here is um, I have not recouped my all my stuff from my last computer that died, and so I am scrambling, trying to find everything. I do have most of it written down. If I have to go forth and transcribe it again, I suppose I will, but I did know that this was in this video, so I want to talk to you all about this. Now, this is the message that was shared in that particular video on just prior to the storm. And there's a couple of parts in here that I want to highlight, but it's very short, so let's just read it. So watch and see what I say to you is true. There are things coming that no man could ever imagine. I say this not to scare you, but to inform. You are days away from a catastrophe. There are those out there that are not being watched, not being taken seriously. They are here, my child, and ready to strike. Keep watch, I say, for the day is coming. It will arrive when these things will ring true in your ear. I am ringing the alarm bell, my children. Hear it now. And I was questioning the Lord. I'm like, Lord, what does this mean? Can you be more specific? And He said, my dove, listen. There are those who come not in the name of the Lord, not in the name of peace, but to harm. These are those of whom I speak. And I said, well, who are they, Lord? And do they have a name? And He said, there are many names to them, many eyes. I see them all coming forth. My child, listen. There are times when nothing makes sense, but truth prevails. Now, it was because I was questioning Him here in between these two. I was like, Lord, this just doesn't even make sense. What are you talking about? Please help me understand. And He said, there are times when nothing makes sense, but truth prevails. And I said, yes, Lord. I say this to be true, that you shall see this in the coming days. And I said, catastrophe? And He said, yes, my love. Great disturbances along the coastline. So, what has come up and what has been brought back to my remembrance is a message, excuse me, that the Lord gave me back in July of 2016. Now, this was prior to me having a YouTube channel, so if you don't have Facebook, you guys probably have not seen this, but I do want to share it. What the words in this message that has linked that other message is this. There are those out there not being watched, not being taken seriously, and they are here and ready to strike. And that there are many names to them, many eyes. So let me pull up. I had to go back into my Facebook page to find the message. But it is a vision that I received on July 30th, 2016, and it was a warning. I had rolled over in the night and I realized there was a picture right in front of me. The Lord had just put a picture right in front of my face. And I think He made sure it was there so that I could see it when I woke up. And it was a picture of covered military vehicles that appeared to be parked alongside the road. And I saw three of them parked, one behind the other. They were lined up on the side of the road. And they were brown in color. And the tarps over the back of the vehicle were brown as well. So not olive green, not tan, black or camo, which is what we see Normally here in the eastern part of North Carolina, it wasn't that. These were brown in color, like a chocolate brown. So in this picture here is similar to what I saw. They were lined up one right behind each other. I saw three, um, and they were on side of the road. So in my vision, okay, I didn't see any people around the vehicle, nor did I see them in the vehicle. I didn't see anything. I just saw the trucks. And I did not see any weaponry. Okay, so I think that's important that I say we didn't see any weaponry. Okay, so uh, as in a vision, I was immediately downloaded information, and this will be told to us that they are here to help us. Okay, this is what we're going to be told. We're going to be told they are here to help us, but this is not so. We are not being told the truth. These are there and will be utilized to harm us in some way. It is set up as a staged attack. Now, when I was receiving that download of information for that vision, I didn't sense that these were here for like martial law, like maybe something broke out and they needed to, be here for martial law. I didn't sense that's what it was. These are here for an attack. Okay? That was the impression that I was getting through this vision. So I just went on to say basically, guys, if you see these vehicles, please take heed. Stop and seek the Lord immediately. Don't slough off that inner warning that might come when you see them, because of what you may have been told through, public information or whatever. Guys, when you see these and your spirit jumps or leaps, pay attention to it because you are being given a warning, okay? So the trucks in this image below are very similar to what I saw, except for the color. Okay, they appear to be covered convoy military trucks. The brown color I saw was like a medium to dark brown, and I don't know what these types of vehicles do other than carry or transport people. I'm not in the military. I suppose it could carry and transport a lot of different things. But these are the trucks that I saw, the ones that have the cab in the front and then have the tarps over the back. So I wanted to bring that to your attention because that is what I thought of here. Okay, this is what was brought to my remembrance. Now, guys, that's been over 2 years ago. So it was not something that I was thinking about. I can tell you, this was something that the Lord brought to my remembrance. Now, I was speaking to a friend of mine in chat, and just explaining to her some of the things, and we were talking about this particular message after the storm, after I got my internet back, and I said it's so weird about the many names and the many eyes, and then all of a sudden she said, UN peacekeeper, and the minute she said it, my spirit just leapt. I mean, it was just like, that's it. That is it. There are many names to them, many eyes. And I said, that's it. That's exactly what it is. And so I pulled up the United Nations peace and security. There's the two words. I mean, guys, we're taught in the Bible about specific words. 1 Thessalonians 5. For you yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord comes as a thief in the night. For when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes upon them as labor pains upon a pregnant woman. So, guys, we know that peace and safety, peace and security, uh, I tell you what, I submit this for your discernment. That's what I submit for your discernment. So go to the Lord, please seek Him on it. Seek Him on that September 11th message. Seek Him on that 2016 message. Seek Him in lines with 1 Thessalonians 5 and see where the Lord is leading you. Guys, this is very, very interesting information. I want to talk to you too before we leave 1 Thessalonians 5 about this as a thief in the night. I don't know if if you all have seen Pastor Sandy's last video where he's talking about the seven lampstands. But if you haven't, please take a moment to go in and listen to it. He does a fantastic job basically going in and talking about the symbolism of everything. But he goes in and talks about what the thief in the night is. And the thief in the night is like there are priests that are in the temple, and their specific job is to stay up all day, or if it's their time, all night, to make sure that the lights on the menorah, that the flames keep burning, that they're feeding oil into the lamps so that the flames, the candles can keep burning. Okay? And so just as we need to have our fire within our temple, okay, to continue burning day and night, and we need to feed it, right? The same thing for the menorahs, the candlesticks in the temple. And so these particular priests, that's their job. That's what they're supposed to do. And some that are there at night will fall asleep naturally. And there is a chief priest. I don't know, is it a Melchizedek or some type of chief priest where it is his job, okay, to oversee all of those other priests in the temple. And that is who he is identified as, a thief in the night. And periodically, he will go and he will check on his people to ensure that they are doing what they're supposed to be doing, that they are keeping the oil for the flame, okay? That they are feeding the fire, so to speak. And so if he should find any priests that have fallen short on their job or fallen asleep, so to speak, then he basically will he sets them on fire. According to Pastor Sandy, he's explaining to me. And they awake and, of course, are trying to roll themselves or pat themselves out at that time. But guys, what it is it's a very stark reminder that if you do not feed yourself to keep the flame, keep that fire of God going in your life, then you are destined for a place of flames. And so that is what that was speaking about. So as a thief in the night, I thought that was extremely interesting. He does a much better job at explaining it and showing, going into detail about the symbolism. So please go check out his video. It is really, really fascinating. So guys, one more thing that I want to show you and bring up. If you have seen any or read any of Erin's dreams, there was a particular map that she showed that the Lord keeps reminding me of every now and then. And I just want to bring that up and have you all take a look at it and keep it for your reference. Now, guys, this is Erin's map from one of her dreams, and I don't know if you all follow the nest or it used to be the sparrow's barn. But this is a particular map that the minute I saw it, I knew I needed to save it, and I actually saved it as an attachment in my email. Thank God I did, because I was able to pull it back up again. But guys, I want you to study this. And take a look at this. For those of you that do not live in the United States, this is actually an outline of the United States. This is Mexico, and this is Canada up in here. And so notice where she's talking about aid, and she's talking about the hurricanes and tornadoes and all these other things that are happening. I think it's going to tie into some of the things that we're kind of talking about in this video and what others may be talking about as well. So guys, I bring this to you for your discernment. Seek the Lord on anything that I provide for you. Please, I ask that you seek the Lord and have Him lead you in a manner that you can understand and see what is going on at this time. Guys, I love you. God bless you. Stay under His wing.